Hello and welcome to the very first RT Radio News video. I'm Joe, you may know me better as Junman on the RT site, and I have the pleasure of running RT Radio. Now, I'm sure you're all a little bit curious about what RT Radio News thing is. Well, I'm pretty excited by it, so I'll give you the lowdown on what exactly we're hoping to do with this thing. First off, this is now your source of finding out the DJ lineup for the coming Friday show. The usual reminder and the playlist post, which I do on the group, will still continue, so you don't need to worry about that. But this is replacing the Monday news update that I normally post. I will also be announcing any new plans or projects or when people will be receiving DJ sign-up stuff on this platform now. So Monday news post has now been replaced by this. I'm guessing you're also wondering why it's a video instead of that regular written news post. Well, for starters, it's nice to change things up occasionally. And secondly, there's going to be much more to RT Radio News than just the lineup and snippets of information which built up the Monday news post. There are 3 sections to RT Radio News that will be coming in the next few weeks and over time. The first is RT Community Update. This is an update on meetups, when they're going to be during the next week, if there's any charity streams going on, if there's a big project which is going on in the community and it needs volunteers to help out, you will find out in the RT Community Update, which will be all part of RT Radio News. So that's nice, right? Good. The second is Community Music. There are loads of very, very talented musicians in the community, and I want to help them reach a wider audience. And seeing as RT Radio is all about music, I thought, why not add it to this? So RT Radio News, there will be brief interviews with musicians from the community, and we'll also play some of their music, so you can all listen to what's going on with these musicians. The third part is wider music news. Now, like I just said, RT Radio is about the music and the chat, but it's about music as well. And I thought, okay, most people don't read music websites, they don't read NME and things like that anymore. So why not give an update on what's going on in the music world? So in the next few weeks, I'll start writing stories and updates on all the headlines in music, and so you can stay up to date with what's going on out there. So that's it. That's what RT Radio News is going to be. Hopefully you'll join in and become part of it. Hopefully everything I've just said will actually come to pass. I really hope it does, because I'm really excited by this new format. But for now, who wants to listen to some music?
Your stomach and try your pulse and captured what seemed all unknowing and candid, but they suspected it was false. She's playful but boring, would warn you be careful of her brigade in order to tame this relentless marauder. Move away from the parade. She was walking on the tables in the glass house, endearingly bedraggled in the wind, subtle in a method of seduction. 20 little tragedies begin. feather boa in the road. If she thought that it would set the scene, unfittingly dipped into your companions, enlighten them to make you see. And there's affection to rent, the age of the understatement, before the attraction ferments. Kiss me properly and pull me apart, affection to rent, the age of the understatement, before this attraction ferments. Kiss me properly and pull me apart. And my fingers scratch at my hair before my mind can get too reckless. The idea of seeing you here is enough to make the sweat go cold.
Now that we've made the actual announcement on what RT Radio News is going to be and what we hope it's going to become in the future, we can get round to the RT Radio Weekly Update. So, starting this Thursday, we have a new show. You may have missed it, you may have seen it. A few weeks ago, I announced that we're going to start to trial a Thursday show. So the way this is going to work is between 3 and 4 p.m. Central Time, we will have an RT radio show, but it'll only be once a month for now. We're going to do it the last Thursday of the month, and the reason for doing it that way is because I just want to gauge how much people are going to come on a Thursday mid-afternoon if you're in Central Time, but it's a nice time for the Europeans. I know that we have quite a big European audience these days, so the late night showings, the original time for RT Radio, is quite late. So we're trying something a little bit earlier to see how it works. So we'll be trying that starting this Thursday, and it'll be either Ailsa or myself running this first one. See how it goes. And hopefully you'll all join us in the RT Radio chat room. Now, onto the main show of the week, the Friday show. This week we have Owen as a community guest who'll be doing the second half of the show. For the first half of the show, we're hoping, fingers crossed, to have a special guest. This has not been confirmed yet, so I can't say who it is, I'm sorry. But how the schedules are at RT, it's difficult to nail people down, which is why I can't confirm yet. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a special guest this week. If we don't, then I'll take over the early slot and you can put up with my music choices for a couple of hours. Apart from that, I just wanted to remind everyone about community DJ sign-ups. Now, as ever, the community sign-up area is always open, so if you haven't added your name, go do it, because it's a great chance to play some music. If you want to do it, just sign up. Now, here's the big thing. We still have 60 plus people on that list waiting to be DJs. So, it might take a while for you to get your chance. However, even if you sign up this week, or next week, or the following week, you could still be picked for next month. Or for March, I should say, because February's already fully booked. And this is why. The list gets randomized. That's how names get picked. The whole thing is randomized for each week, for each name that gets picked. It's the only fair way I could think of to do it. and to keep it current, because there are people who signed up at the beginning who no longer come into RT Radio. There are some who aren't free to do it anymore. That's happened once or twice. So it's the only way I can see of it being fair. And because we had such an influx at the beginning, it's tricky either way you look at it. But hopefully you guys understand that there are lots of people on the list, so you may not get your chance straight away. But you could do. That's the joy of the randomizer. You could be picked now, you could be picked next month, or you could be picked 6 months down the line. And we'll still be here. Don't worry about that. I've got nothing to do. This is my thing. The other thing I wanted to talk about was RTX 2015. Now, as you know, I've been talking about the fact that I have things planned. I do have ideas. They're formulating still. And in a couple of weeks' time, I will be asking all of you guys, all of you who are planning to be at RTX 2015. And remember, it's only just over 6 months away. All of you who are planning to be there, I will be asking for what you want from an RT Radio meetup or party or whatever. Last year we had a great time. There was a small group of us. We had dinner, we had chats. It was great. This time we want to go bigger. We want to go better, and I want your feedback. So once I have a few more ideas formulated at my end, I'll be asking for you guys to send me your ideas. So that'll be in a couple of weeks. At the latest, end of February, I expect. Now we're going to start the community update, and this should give you an idea of what we have planned for the future weeks.
Hey guys, Ailsa Rocks here, and welcome to the community update section of RT Radio News. Now today I have with me a super special guest, the name of Raf. Hey Raf.
Hey Ailsa, how's it going?
Not too bad, thank you. Now, what we want to know is, who the heck are you?
Me? I'm Raf.
Good to know. And
Yes.
you're on the Rooster Teeth site, of course, but what do you do on the site that's so awesome?
That is correct. I am on the Rooster Teeth site, and I run a YouTube channel / stream group with two of my best friends who are also on the site, and those are the guys who actually introduced me to Red vs. Blue. One being Rowan and the second one being Mark, which is Hey Zombie on the site. And we run the stream YouTube channel named Shimmy Sham Gaming.
Cool. So, what do you guys do on that briefly? What kind of thing do you do?
What do we do? Well, essentially, we try to stream about 3 to 4 times a week, because we figured at some point that we play so often together that our shenanigans, we feel like they should just be broadcasted. So we're like, screw it, we're going to do it. If people like us, they like us. If they don't, they don't. And then the Let's Play stuff as well. Like, if we're not streaming or doing something, me and Mark are always playing something, so we figured, why not record it, have fun with it, and just take it from there.
That's awesome, and I can actually vouch. I've attended a couple of your streams, and I can say that they are always entertaining, even if you're just like, what was it this afternoon? Resident Evil? And it's literally just like you running up and down a corridor, but it was still fun because there's just the banter level in there as well. So yeah, I can absolutely recommend you guys check it out. So, we know you're on the Rooster Teeth site, but how else can people contact you guys or reach you?
Well, on the Rooster Teeth site, I am Raf, and our Twitch stream channel is shimmysham_gaming. Our Twitter is at shimmyshamgames. You could reach me on Twitter at Raf_naps. And our YouTube channel doesn't have a name yet, because apparently they just implemented a whole new thing that you need a set amount of subscribers or something like that to actually give your YouTube channel a name. But that is linked on my profile on Rooster Teeth, so if you want to check that out, you could just go there, and the link is there.
Okay, we can also put some links in the comments below as well, probably.
Oh,
so,
okay, sweet.
Thank you, Raf, for talking to us, and I'll catch you in the next update.
All right,
Bye.
well, thank you for having me. Take care.
Okay guys, that's it for the very, very first episode of RT Radio News. Thank you very, very much for joining me and Ailsa as we start this crazy new adventure into the realms of uncertainty. Wow, that's a corny line, but fuck it, I don't care. So, once again, thank you very, very much for watching. Next week on RT Radio News, we'll hope to have a couple more of the features ready to go, and we can start to see where this crazy adventure runs to. And I'll see you on Thursday for a brand new show.